Right.
But thankfully, our listeners are way smarter than that. You guys get it.
Definitely.
You requested a deep dive on the real deal, the millionaire mindset, and sent over this excerpt packed with juicy insights, ready to dig in.
Absolutely. Let's unpack this. What really jumps out is how this excerpt shifts the focus. It's not about some lucky break or magic formula.
Right.
It's about mindset. It's about habits, things you can actually control.
Love that.
Yeah.
But this whole long-term vision thing, I got to be honest, sometimes it feels kind of fuzzy.
Yeah.
Like, how do you actually use that to build wealth? It's not like you could just, visualize a pile of cash and poof, it appears.
Haha, I wish. No, it's definitely more tangible than that. It starts with understanding the power of compounding. And I'm not even just talking about money here. Think of it like this. Every skill you learn, every connection you make, it's like a deposit into this bank account that grows exponentially over time.
I like that.
So say you spend even 30 minutes a day learning about, let's say, AI, right? Huge right now, but imagine where it'll be in 5, 10 years. Or sustainable living, same thing. That consistent effort, that's you building a knowledge base way more valuable than trying to chase the next big thing.
So you're basically creating your own lottery ticket, but for skills that'll actually pay off.
Exactly. You're investing in your future earning potential, not just hoping for a lucky break.
Okay, that's clicking for me. But speaking of things that make me sweat a little, the whole risk-taking thing, that's where I get tripped up. It feels like walking a tightrope with no safety net below. How do you even approach that without losing sleep at night?
Oh, I hear you. And you're right to be cautious. No one's saying to be reckless. This is about calculated risks, not just jumping into the abyss. Remember how the excerpt talks about smart investments? That's key.
Right.
Think about it. Successful investors don't just throw money at every shiny object, right? They do their research, analyze the market, and most importantly, they spread their bets.
So kind of like a venture capitalist backing 10 different startups knowing only one or two might be a home run.
Exactly. They understand losses are part of the journey. It's about managing risk, not trying to pretend it doesn't exist. And you know what helps manage that risk?
Let me guess. That knowledge you're building.
Bingo. It all connects. The more you learn, the more informed your decisions become.
Right, full circle. But then there's this whole hustle culture thing, right?
Mhm.
Do you have to be working 24/7 to make it all happen?
Yeah.
This excerpt also mentions networking and relationships. How does that fit in?
Such a good question, because it's not about outworking everyone, it's about outsmarting the problem. Working smarter, not just harder.
Okay, yeah.
And that's where networking is huge. It's not always what you know, it's who you know and how you can help each other. It's about building genuine relationships, finding mentors who can guide you, partners who complement your strengths.
So it's more strategic. You're finding the right people to be on the journey with you.
Totally. And that ties directly into entrepreneurship. Because entrepreneurship at its heart, it's about solving problems, seeing a need, creating a solution, often working with that network of talented folks.
Okay, this is all awesome, but what about the nitty-gritty day-to-day stuff? Actually managing money, bills, making sure you're good in the present while building for the future.
Couldn't agree more. And that's where financial discipline takes center stage. Budgeting, saving, treat those like non-negotiables. But here's something just as important. Adaptability.
Oh, huge. Especially these days. So being able to kind of roll with the punches, change course if you need to.
Yes. Think about diversifying your income. Maybe there's a side hustle tied to something you love, or building online business, even investing in some rental properties. These things build a safety net.
Makes sense. All right. Last but definitely not least, there's this interesting bit in the excerpt, generosity and giving back. That one seems, I don't know, kind of counterintuitive. How does being generous help build wealth?
It's playing the long game, but on a different level. And generosity isn't just about money. It's time, skills, resources, whatever you have to give. Could be mentoring someone, volunteering for a cause you're passionate about, even just supporting local businesses.
Right.
It builds social capital, creates a ripple effect of goodwill, and you never know what opportunities might come back around.
It's like that saying, what goes around comes around.
Precisely. You're planting seeds for the future, even if you don't know exactly what will grow from them.
Man, this deep dive has been seriously eye-opening. The thing that's really hit me is how connected all these principles are. It's not about mastering one in isolation. It's this whole ecosystem, right?
Absolutely. It's about understanding how they work together, build off each other. So as you're thinking about all this, ask yourself, which principle is speaking to you right now? What's one small step you can take, like today? to put it into action. Because building a millionaire mindset, it's not about overnight success. It's about taking those consistent actions towards your
I
goals,
love that.
one step at a time.
Awesome.